Good morning, let it go and let it grow for this beautiful Wednesday, the 20th of May, 2026. We're in a heat wave. So it's like literally 2 weeks ago, we were in our winter jackets. And then today, I think it's supposed to be 35 degrees and muggy. So it's going to be a warm one. So if you are in Eastern Canada, take care, hydrate. If you're in other places of the world that is getting warm, enjoy. So letting go today, we are letting go of Six of Swords energy. This is transition, thoughts, mental movement, and healing. It is air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius being the swords. And Six of Swords is Mercury in Aquarius. So letting go, we are releasing old mental baggage and emotional heaviness. So with the Six of Swords, as you can see, there is storm clouds in the background there, a little bit of waves, but not too much. And she is being brought into land by these crows. You can see the sand right there. So she is coming in from rougher waters. She is coming in at the end of the journey. And this is asking where it is swords and a lot of the mental house to let go of that baggage that you no longer need, especially emotional. Once again, she's in water, so we are experiencing water and that emotion on top of the sword energy today. So she has a red shawl on, which is basically asking her to ground. Once she comes into that land, ground in the sand and release that emotional baggage today. Let go of staying attached to difficult situations. Once again, this ship has just come in from rougher waters. It is being brought back to shore, so it's asking you to realize that you might have come through some hard times in the last little while, been through some things that have, felt like you were in uncalm seas and that you were being cast about in a boat at rough seas. But it's letting you know that now that if you allow the mental house to come around, things will be better. Let go of that attachment today. Once those crows bring that boat in, they're letting go of those strings. That attachment is going to go with it. Drop the belief that you must stay where you suffered. So a lot of us get trapped in these feelings, and a lot of it has to do with the limbic system, the nervous system, the pain body, as Eckhart Tolle talks about. That is a state of the ego. Most people consider the ego, thinking highly of yourself, but the ego can also keep you trapped in emotional patterns for safety reasons. And that's what it's asking us to look at today, is that you don't have to stay where you suffered anymore. You don't have to be the martyr in your own life. You can let that go. And the ego and the pain body keeps you low because that is a safety mechanism. That is a part of the action of the nervous system to keep you out of trouble and to keep you into that shore, keep you into the safe waters, rather than going out to the sea where there might be the fear of the unknown. The body doesn't like to feel that nervous system activate in fear. So it's asking you to stay where you're used to staying. And a lot of times you're staying in uncomfortable situations because that's what you are used to. So drop the belief today that you have to stay there. Let it go, let it go, let it go. So allow yourself to move forward in these calmer waters. Let that sea turn into that glass lake where you can see your reflection in. Come into those calmer waters, walk into the shore, and just sit and reflect about the things that you can take stock, that you're grateful for, and allow the things that essence of the pain body that you no longer leave just melt away into the sand and be taken out by the little ripples. You don't need to be there anymore. Trust the healing often begins with the distance and the perspective. So now that you are coming into the calm shore, turn around and look at the sea where the waves were and be grateful that you are no longer there. So you can take that into consideration without having to relive those emotions and staying attached to them. This is about detaching from the pain that you were just in and allowing it to go and clearing that mental house, coming to shore and becoming grounded. in the newness of the new situation where you are going to be dropped off at. So that is the let it go for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. The Six of Swords is transition energy. You are mentally and emotionally moving away from what no longer aligns with you in your DNA, in your code of ethics, in your mental house. You are moving away from all of that today, and you are taking stock by letting go of those thoughts into what newness is going to happen for you. So that's let it go. Let it grow today. We have the beautiful celebratory Knight of Wands. And I love how there's a call out there to the Four of Wands as well, which is also a fairly great celebration card. You have the horse in the background, jumping carefree, a lot of sacral energy, a lot of solar plexus energy here as she gets down with her groove. So the Wands is passion, action, fire, and momentum. These are the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And this is Sagittarius fire energy for us today. So you are growing confidence, movement, and bold action. This is once you let go and allow yourself to reset, you're going to want to grow into that steady, bold, rooted, grounded, creative, sexual, and powerful you energy. Follow what excites you and energizes you. This is the time that you now can get excited over new projects, get down and into that creative flow. What are you looking for? What have you kept bridled and harnessed up that you can now let run wild in the background and just let your hair down and enjoy, allow the passion to guide your next steps. You can, always deal with discernment, but look forward to what is coming into your field as passion guides these next steps for you. What is lighting you up? What is lighting that fire for you? Take inspired risks instead of staying stagnant. So this is asking you to move towards a goal, move towards something that is going to light you up, creativity or creatively for your future. And it might not necessarily be a jump into with both feet kind of thing, but no, you have the room today to sort of let your hair down and hop around a bit and be excited for who you are and the directions that you're heading. Reignite your inner fire and that motivation, knowing that that inner drive is what is bringing you forward in your own life, and passion is what lights you up, what brings you into that state of joy. She's just really, really happy there to be playing that drum, dancing to the beat of her own drum, not a care in the world, and just enjoying her own creativity, her own sensuality, and her own strength and power. So fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, this is fast moving expansion. So once you allow yourself to take that rest and relieve your mental strain, let that ego be soothed and let it know that everything is okay and it no longer needs to be stuck, then you can fastly move into the direction that you want to be in. This is momentum returns when you trust the instinct to move fearlessly. So this is, once again, a lot of that yellow in the background there, that solar plexus energy, that passion, that drive, that inner knowingness, that strength, the ability to take the bull by the horns and look it in the eyes and say, this is what we're doing. Meanwhile, you can let your horse run in the background and be free because you are coming into a time that is powerful for you. So we are releasing what keeps pulling us backward. We're going forward right now as we come into the unknown shores by letting go of that mental thought patterns. And as we come into this, we grow towards sets your soul on fire and sets you free. You're not meant to stay in survival mode forever, which means that you're soothing that nervous system. The nervous system is finally feeling some breathing room. You can let your guard down a bit and just take a long exhale and joy. What are you finally ready to leave behind? What there's something there that you probably don't even have to think too hard about. And what fire is calling you forward? So that is the reading of today. I am going to use the Shaman's Dream Oracle. So nice to have the back door open. I'm going to be doing yoga here in a minute, listening to the birds. I've been here in this house for 16 years. In the last couple weeks, we've had rabbits in our backyard a few times. I've never seen them here. Like, we have a lot of rabbits where we live, but I've never seen them in the yard, so that's been kind of cool. Ray, of course, Snow White out there trying to woo them with spinach and stuff, which is also really cute. But he's the Snow White. He's the one that can go out and tame the things. So stranger curiosity. So this comes back to the lighting your fire card. This comes back to, you know, we have grown up in such a stranger danger culture of how we're supposed to be afraid and fearful of everything that is happening and going on around us. This is asking you to be a little bit curious about that today. And what I mean by that is everyone that you know in your life, aside from your family, has been a stranger at one time. So that includes your best friends in the world. That includes your coworkers. That includes people who have your back that you never knew, that you've just might have met somebody that you totally resonate with. And this is saying to you today, be curious rather than cautionary. So this is one of those passion moments, and you can see a lot of the orange swirling in there as well. So what lights you up when you meet somebody new? What draws you to new people? What makes you curious about them instead of fearful? And this isn't asking you to be uncautious about things and run into a direction that may cause you harm. But this is asking you, if you meet somebody new today or the next couple of days, that sort of, there's that energy match and that spark of curiosity that opens you up and gives you the ability or want to reach out and talk to them, that might open up doors to you. I've recently had that happen last year with somebody I met. It was the only person in a large group of people I was with that I got out of my own comfort zone and talked to her, and that has opened some doors for me. And that was me instinctively going on energy and why I was being drawn to her. So this is how friendships are formed. This is how mentors are found, is by opening those doors to your heart on occasion and going with that gut feeling of, this could be something bigger if I come into a state of allowance. So be curious and fearful of the stranger, not all strangers, but the ones that you can actually feel that connection to. You might want to explore that today, because it might be something that can help you on your journey, be it a mentor or somebody that can give you direction. So that is it for today, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.